Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SLR Tier 3 on another Wednesday night. There will be a lot of action once again, but don't be nervous. We as commentators will provide you with some great service. So, with our style, you will always smile. Sit back, relax, and grab a snack and enjoy the show brought to you by Extreme Gaming League, all the live action right here. Tonight with me in the commentary box will be Mr. Icewind. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. You couldn't have done that any better. Yeah, happy to join you for the comms once again. We did it in AC for a few times with you, but it's been a while since we were here together. So.
Yeah, boy, that's great to be back with you in the comms channel, man. He's standing in tonight for Mr. Van Beach. Unfortunately, he had some issues. But we are good to go, and we are set for a great race in Suzuka, Japan. What can you tell us about the guys joining tonight?
We have some new guys, for example, Shaka, right? He was Shaka and Wardup, right? They were both promoted for a tier 3 slot, so they are new guys in this tier. And then we have 3 reserves for tonight, who are John, Darrow, and Mr. Enemy Killer, also known as Eversnack. So whatever, Eversnacks. Yes, that's what I'll call him. And then, of course, our championship leader, Crimsonium, is racing today. Legion in second, and Gross Johns in third. And the closest battle actually is for the third slot in the championship at the moment. Only 4 points between P3 and P5 in the championship.
Yeah, and then on top of all that, we have 2 drivers unable to be racing tonight with, of course, race bans in the form of Neon Rays and is that Tupaka, the other one, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, Tupaka. So those 2 guys are not racing tonight due to some race bans, and obviously, like I said, Flaw with the qualifying ban. So, yeah, it's good to be back in Suzuka, man. I remember my last race around this track. Not a good memory. I hit the bump from outside the last corner on your way to the straight. Very dangerous part there. If you get it wrong,
Oh,
yeah, you hit
did
the
you see
wall.
that Mose Gaming got disqualified for parking in an unsafe position? What happened there?
I don't know. I think he wasn't in the game because I saw his name coming up on my screen coming back into the
That
game.
is
So I wonder if he
strange.
didn't disconnect or something and happened to get disqualified in the process by his AI. That's purely some
Oh yeah, he's
bad luck
saying in
there.
chat that his game crashed. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I figured that's what happened because he was not in the game at that moment.
yeah.
Alright, as we
Okay.
follow Daru around the track, one of the reserves standing in tonight, also a guy with some pace to share. Yeah, and I think it's had one opportunity before to do tier 3. So he's definitely looking forward to impress some guys tonight. See if we can get a permanent seat in tier 3 should it become available.
Yeah. One of the first guys across the line as well for a lap. Actually, sorry, I was looking at the
JC.
wrong car. So JC
Yeah,
is the first
JC,
one,
yeah,
on track.
that's it. Why
I
don't you
think
take us
he's,
around the track? Yep.
Yep, he's thrown that away, so we're gonna follow Crimsonium instead, who is on a hot lap, attacking John Lop up the hill. He's on a keyboard, of course, you can see from the input, but done some very good times in the practice sessions we've done this week. So we'll see what Crimsonium can set up here.
For sure.
Deckners toward the hairpin. In the game, I think it's optimal to actually hit the apex there, but in the real life, they run pretty wide there to get a good slingshot out of it. And then full blast approaching Hooten curve. Yeah, missed the apex a little bit there, running a tiny bit wide on the curve there, but gets a pretty good run anyway on the back straight. Crimsonium is on his way to complete the first lap in this session for him.
Sorry, what did they call this straight? Is it 300R that is coming down on?
130R was the
130R, there we go.
Yep, nowadays easy flat with the well, I wouldn't say it's a new layout, it was probably produced like 17 years ago already.
Yeah, and also the hyper super aerodynamics of the modern day cars.
Yeah, and Crimsonium sets first time on the board, 28.9 on the softs. Not a bad first one.
Mr. Ocean Chief saying smooth operator.
Indeed, so Fortune Hunter slots in behind him at the 29.8. Almost a second between them, so yeah, Crimsonium holding the provisional pole with a pretty clear margin now.
Yeah, a guy that I'm really looking at tonight once again is Wardup. I hope for him, he came over a good race last time around. Yeah, I expect some good results again from him tonight. He's getting stronger, race after race. I picked that up for sure. He's definitely getting better. He's picking up the pace, and I can see he's also very dedicated. He's working hard, practicing a lot. Always, even this morning, I was up at 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. And when I switched my PC on, he was in game. So it just shows you what dedication the man's got. You know, it's good to see that from the guys.
Elementrix also, our female driver on the grid, sets first lap time for her, 30.6 on the medium tire. So
that is pretty quick on a medium tire, I must say, for her standards. Yeah. I must admit she's been practicing a lot in the last week, and she's looking pretty good in practice sessions so far. So I think we can expect some good pace from her today.
Yep, and I think Mr. Ocean Chief is crew chiefing her and Fortune Hunter today. So
yeah, as Chief also says, Kurla is also one to watch. Of course, Kurla is one to watch.
Yep.
He's always been one of my talented guys around track. I always like to watch the guy. He doesn't stand back. That's one thing. He's right up there. He's here to compete.
Yeah. Yeah, Gerla definitely. He was quite fast in the practice session I did yesterday as well. Especially in the race, he was hanging on well.
Yeah. I think if I can remember, he even set a faster time than me. I'm struggling to keep up with his pace lately, so he's really picked up the pace, and I hope to see him in Tier 2 very soon.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mossy Gaming was asking that do we restart, but unfortunately for only one person we can't really do that for now.
Right, so let's get chat going. Tell us, who do you think will be putting on pole position tonight? And who do you think will win tonight in Suzuka, Japan? It's not an easy track. Consistency is one of the biggest factors on this track. You can be very fast,
Who
but
do you think will be on pole, Wimpy?
to be honest, let me have a look through the grid. Kula and JKR is two to look out for still. They haven't set a lap yet, but
I think they invalidated their first runs.
yeah.
Girl
Zonium set a good lap.
A
1:28.9. It's a pretty good lap. It's gonna be tough to beat that lap at the moment. But like I said, there's a couple of fast boys and also JC that still needs to put the qualifying lap on, and also Legion. Don't forget about Legion. He might also be a big surprise again on quali. So, to be honest with you, man, I think it's a three-way race between Legion, Kula, and Crimsonium. It's gonna be either one of them.
Yeah, Girl attacking the SS right now. The trying to set a time. He's not set a time yet, and we will see his first sector here. That's at 32.2, so he's pretty much equaling the provisional pole time at the moment. So Gerla won't be onto a good one here. A little wide in the hairpin, but you can get away with it as long as you just get the power down nicely and get a good exit out of there. He seems to do that, and there's a little bit of traffic ahead of him. Let's see. I
hope JC spots him and makes leave it. Brilliantly done.
Oh, that's
a little bit of a concentration disruption there. Just shows you how sensitive this track is.
I think he's still gonna set this time anyway. We'll see where he ends up with that one little mistake at Spoon Corner. It's easy to do. You like run a little wide on the curve and just lose the rear.
Yeah, he probably lost about half a second there. Maybe not that much, about 4/10, 3/10.
Pretty good through the final sector. A little hesitant out of the final corner, but
just look at that, man. P3. With that mistake, he even puts it P3. Just watch
the whole time there otherwise.
Still a good lap. Yeah, most likely. I don't know. It would have been very close.
So Legion is back into the pit, so
the other guy, sorry to interrupt you, the other guy actually completely missed is Sunny. He's also pretty quick lately.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's in P2 at the moment actually, so...
Yeah, I don't know how I missed his name, because he's had some quite of impressive performances the last couple of races.
Yeah, we have yellow
Legion still in the pits. What is up with Legion?
But I don't really see anything there, so I guess it's just somebody making way or whatever. Nope.
Trying to spot anybody on a lap. Is John on a lap? Let's see. Yeah, it seems like John is on a lap going through. What is this? Spoon curb? No, not Spoon. The next curb is Spoon.
Yep, that's the hairpin he's out of right now. So John
is coming towards Spoon now, right?
Yep.
I'm not so familiar with all the names.
You want to get a little bit of the entry curb here, or at least very close to it, and he runs a little wide there. So.
If I catch a little bit of the inside curb, I catch a little bit of the outside wall as well.
Yeah, that's
so dangerous.
That's very dangerous right there, but John gets away with it for now, and he's 9/10 up on his previous best.
Kula nicely getting out of the way.
Final chicane. That looked pretty good through there to me. Don't really want to touch that inside curve there, but he's got away with it and sets the 1:29.6 up to P4. Not too bad.
Not a bad lap. P4. So seems like we're up for one good race. Crimsonium still pretty much 4/10 clear of anybody else. So
I'm a little surprised. I saw some faster times from Crimsonium in the practices. He did
as John spins it
28.3, I think.
In the SS.
Maybe
Who else is on a lap?
Is
Crimsonium on a lap? Let's see. Oh no, he's coming into the pits.
No, he's pitting.
Sunny
he was
on the lap.
3/10 down on his best one there.
Yeah, Sunny's on the lap. Let's see what Sunny does. Can quickly spot it at sector. Oh, and he goes off. Oh, and he loses it into the wall.
There's somebody else behind him who is out off the track as well. Yeah, Gross Jeans is also. So, did they possibly somehow come together there or whatever happened?
No. He just passed him when he spun. I was spectating on him at that very moment. So.
Oh, and Gross Jeans completely stops on the track.
Yep.
Trying to get out of the way of other people.
Must be careful not to get disqualified so easy.
Yeah.
Who can we follow?
So Legion is about to start yet another lap. He's still yet to set a time here.
Let's see what Legion does.
A little wide into turn 1, but gets a pretty good exit out of there anyway, so into the S is next. Pretty tidy so far. Let's see if he can actually set a time here. He needs to set one as well, because if you start at 17th in Suzuka, that's gonna be
he's coming
really
up to
difficult.
a Toro Rosso. I hope he's not gonna get blocked. Let's see what happens.
32.4, he's a couple of tenths off the provisional pole there.
Yeah, that's also a very, very dangerous corner. If you get it slightly wrong and too much on that curb, you slide towards the outside and just completely lose it. Easy to spin it around.
Yeah, just go straight into the wall if you lock up or miss your braking there.
Yeah. I think if Legion gets it right, he's a big contender for pole position, or at least top 3, definitely. And now he's even going to get...
off so far.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a tow from JC down this back straight, which will work out nicely for him.
Yep. Toward 130R.
130R.
Used to be a little different back in the day, but this was like 20 years ago.
Yeah. As he comes down the outside, the last corner through that very dodgy bump over the line with a 129.3 in P4.
Yeah, and
not bad.
Time on the board at least. That's very important for him. So good for Legion.
I wonder if he's going to go for another lap or he's going to go back to the pits. He should surely make it out for another lap, I reckon.
Yeah, I think he might just about have time for another lap. Yeah. If he has enough tires, I'm not sure what's the situation. So.
The surprise of so far is Enemy Killer in P3. Where did that come from?
Oh yeah, that's true. I've completely missed that. So that's a good time from him.
He's shown some decent pace during the week in practice sessions. When I remember when I practiced with the guys, I noticed that he was always around me, either in front or right behind me, but he was always there. Good pace.
What I've kind of noticed is that he just needs to find a little bit of consistency in the races, and I think he'd do pretty well.
Yeah, sorry, Chief. I just saw your message now. You have your fitted tires, sir. Mr. Chief is very busy tonight, crew chiefing. I think he is at Fortune Hunter and Elementrix.
Yep.
Elementrix now finally on softs. I'm really interesting to see what type of laps she's putting on the softs. I know what she's capable of doing, and if she does what she does in practice sessions, we're looking at P6, P5, P6. That is about the time, yeah. Probably around about there. That's what she has done before. So she is capable of getting up there. It's just the consistency, and she is working on it. I can assure you, we're gonna have a female driver very soon up in the front, fighting for some points. It's coming. It's coming much quicker and sooner than I think.
JC doesn't have a qualifying plan, does he? He's just not set a time. No, Gerla goes P1. 28.7. That's
there's my boy.
Far along the lines that I'm expecting.
That's the guy I was telling you about.
Yeah, it's his
final
run as well. He's gonna
it's just something about Gula that I love, man. I like following this guy around. He's just got it for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who else can we follow?
We see Sonny is on an out.
What up? I see What up is on the lap, is he?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Is he using the RS? Kinda. Looks like it.
He's in Yaris mode 0, lead 1 I mean, so...
He's running low on fuel, so...
Yeah, he's definitely...
If he does go over the line, he's not gonna make it back to the pits, for sure. Let's see what happens.
Just trying to see who else is here.
Oh no, he's well off his pace.
Sonny is probably the closest guy to start the next run here.
Yes, Fortune Hunter going over the line with a... Whoa! 129, almost flat. That is a really good time. Good job, my man. P3 on the course. That is a good lap.
Next lap, so let's see what he can do.
Alright, let's follow Sunny around as Sunny starts. Who's coming out of the pits here is Enemy Killer. Just finished his lap. Right, take us around the track, sir.
Yeah, through the S's, and we'll see. He's basically picked up my setup and made a few tweaks to make it more his liking. That's what I understood, and A little bit hesitant through this. S's they're not really using all the track available, but we'll see what the clock says on top of the hill here. And he's
it's pretty much
about
average.
equal, a little bit down on his previous best.
Yep.
Through Dagner 2. That looked pretty steady and nice through there to me, and catching that apex nicely on the hairpin, and then once again toward the spoon curve. We'll see how he hooks this up. He might still improve here because he was only 3/100 up and down.
Yeah, we're very close this
down
time.
there. Yeah, Gerla retires from the session, so he's out of time. Sonny in ERS mode overtake on the back straight toward the sector 2 split, and he is marginally up, so could he possibly take his P3 back here from Fortune Hunter? I think maybe not.
Oh, and he completely invalidates that lap.
Yeah.
Alright.
Was that not invalidated?
Yeah, it was. It shows red. No, it wasn't
uh,
validated, definitely.
Okay, it was just a bug for me then.
Who else on the lap? John!
John goes P5.
P5. Good lap, Johnny. Legion, is he on a lap? Yes, Legion is on a lap. Let's see what Legion does on his very final lap. I expect this guy within the top 3, man. If he gets it right, he's right up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice and tight through the SS, up the hill, nice and tight to that curb. If you slightly touches, that is what happens. If you slightly touch that curb, he didn't even touch it, he just came close to it.
Yeah, just
so, yeah, unfortunate.
A little surprisingly loses the rear there, just on power, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a very, very tricky exit. If you get it slightly wrong, either the line or the power, you're off.
Enemy killer also in the wall on his final attempt.
Ooh.
And I think Crimsonium is also out of time, so... Oh, he's actually set a time there. We've missed it, 28.3, so he's improved, but...
Whoa, what a lap! That is 5/10 faster than Gula. Man, this guy's fast. As as Dario comes to this final chicane, through the bump, over the line, and he goes...
Yeah, I think...
Did he just start his lap?
No,
he couldn't have started it.
Marginally, but didn't...
yeah, 1:29.6 it shows, so that's...
Yeah, he improved by 10, but
it's,
he didn't...
oh, Elementrix off again. She did go quicker though, 1:29.8. But, yeah. Alright. Seems like she's still struggling to get that qualifying place up.
Crosschon's still on a lap here? Yeah, Crosschon's I think is the final guy.
Yeah, very good chicane though, that's how you take a chicane. Very, very good.
Cross the line, can he improve? Yeah, he can. He goes up.
P9. So, is that everyone? Anybody else? Enemy killer still on the lap?
No, he's...
As he no, he goes into the pit. So, that is qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Crimsonium on pole position. 5/10 behind him. Well, 4/10 is Gurla. P3 Fortune Hunter, Sunny P4, and what is it? JQR Dragon. JQR.
I can't
P5.
for the life of me understand how you can drive through the S's with a keyboard that fast.
I don't know, man. I remember back in the days when I was on pad, it was a nightmare this track to drive. That's why I told you in the beginning of the week, I hate this track, man. I'm not allowed to say hate, but I mean, I just could not get this track right ever in the past. But it was because I was on a pad, and now you have proved me wrong, man. Since I've done it for the first time on wheel, it's a complete different story.
Yeah, that's true. And but Crimsonium seems to have a very, very good rhythm for this track on the keyboard, and he's trying to put the stamp down here and show those guys that, yeah, I'm gonna win this championship.
Alright, so that is your qualifying. As you can see, who do you think is gonna win this race? It's at the moment by what the time sheets tell us, pretty open.
Yeah, I think Gurla is gonna be closer in the race.
Hey, I stick with my man. I still say Gurla between Crimsonium, Gurla, and Legion.
I think I would also say Gurla for just. I mean, Crimsonium looks very promising here, but I would. I always like to play the underdog a little bit, so
yeah, that's why I love Gurla, man.
Guess here.
Yeah, I would stick to Gurla as well. All right, so we are up for one hell of a race.
Yeah, and the weather radar is clear for today as well, so we're not gonna see any rain here at Suzuka today.
Yeah, that is confirmed.
So we should have a good 40 minutes of intensive racing up ahead of us. Chief is writing in the chat, I'd put money on it, but I'm not sure exactly what.
Be more specific, Mr. Chief. As the countdown timer is
okay, he's
5.
replying to an enemy killer who's saying that I'm gonna spin out.
Oh, he says he just needs to lean more to the left. Alright, got that. As we go around the formation lap.
Yeah, indeed. Do you want to walk us through the grid or something?
Alright. Just get the, sorry, I just want to get the details up on the screen.
Oh,
Here we go.
actually a good idea.
There we go. Alright, so, go for it.
Yep, so Crimsodium on pole with a blistering lap 28.3. Gerla second. I think it's going to be closer in the race, so it's going to be a close race. And Fortune Hunter with a very good qualifying in P3. And Sonny with that spin on the final lap was unable to improve, and it starts in P4. I'll let you take the next one.
Yeah, JQR still searching for that good finish in points. In P5, John as reserve standing in P6. Enemy not feeling too confident today on Japan in P7 with Legion, a surprise qualifying position for him. I expected him top 3 in P8. Grosjean P9 and what up my other man, P10.
Yeah, that rounds up our top 10 starters, and maybe just to read through the rest of them. So No Threats in 11th, Splendor 12th, Philoctetes in 13th, Darrow 5G in 14th, Elementrix 15th. We'll see what she can do in the race here. Shaka 16th, he's a no assist driver and is doing his tier 3 debut here today, I believe. JC 17th, Bowman 18th, Flaw 19th, and Mossy Gaming with that unfortunate problem in technical problem in qualifying starts dead last.
Yeah, for those who missed it, the reason for Flaw being in P19 is due to a qualifying ban that he had to serve. So, we are set for the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. As they line up.
And also Bowman, I think, had a penalty for today, so yeah. Anyway.
Alright, let's just try and find...
I'll let you take the start away, so...
Alright, first safety car start is yours.
Hopefully not, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's not such a difficult first corner, I think, so maybe... I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, hello Pretorius, thank you for joining the chat, sir. I see you saying interesting stretch. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting race, man. Just try and find a good camera here. Wait for this game to load.
Yeah, top 11 starting on softs, and then we have a couple of guys on mediums, but
Right, here we go. Pretty good camera. There we go. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and lights out, and away we go. It's a good start from Crimsonium in P1. Gula following in the inside, and P2 at behind the Alpha as the Mercedes, Sun in P3. Fortunately behind him in the first corner, and there was a Ferrari on the outside, and Legion going wide. Don't see any contact yet, but it's side by side through the S's. Legion and enemy, Legion pass enemy at the moment.
Oh, frontal battle on the grass. No threat at the back.
Yeah, there's another Williams around the S's that also went slightly off track. But pretty good start and clean. Don't see any incidents.
Very clean.
Very surprised.
Front wings flying about or anything, so that's a very clean start for tier 3 guys. Good job.
Yeah, as enemy killers all over the back of Legion looking to make a move already in the first hairpin. Is he gonna go for the move on the inside? No. Oh, and he loses it into the hairpin, onto the grass, and hits the wall. He's lost a lot of positions, all the way right down to P19. Mossy Gaming right at the back. See what happened there on the replay.
Yeah, enemy killer I think just caught a little brake on the rear wheels on the grass and just lost it there. So unlucky for enemy killer, and he's down to 19th now. I think the replay is not working for.
Yeah, sorry. I just noticed for some reason it switches off by itself, but it's back. So sorry about that, guys. So you can see the spin just in time.
Yeah, just taxed that rear right wheel on the grass under braking, and there we go. So yeah, nothing at all for him to do.
Yeah, unfortunately, man. But in the front, it's Crimsonium still leading by Gula. Gula looking very racy today with Crimsonium sticking on the back of that Alpha. He would not leave him out of sight today. He is definitely looking for some good points there if he can keep it together without making any mistakes and keep it consistent.
Yeah, Sonny and Dragon both with a good start in the Mercedes. So Sonny up to P3 and Dragon up to P4. Fortune Hunter down 2 positions down to P5. And what else can we pick up? JC has had a great start. He's already 5 positions up from the back of the field.
Yeah, as we have Philiptides looking towards the inside of Plendo. And it backs out doing the wise thing, and Plendo going a little bit wide. Plendo under huge pressure from that McLaren. Philiptides looking to pass early in the race.
Already 3 seconds penalty for Blender there, so
yeah,
that's a bit surprising.
I don't know. It looks like he's struggling by what I've just seen from the onboard from Philiptides.
Trying to see if I don't think anybody is carrying front wing damage at the moment unless it's invisible. So
yeah. Difficult to say where the closest action is at the moment. It's only lap 1, well lap 2 now.
Yeah, Blender of course on those mediums, so that's why he's probably struggling a little
bit
against these soft runners. Sorry.
I think once those mediums gets properly heated up after a couple of laps, he'll be back in there. And the McLaren looking towards the inside. No, he backs off again. Blendo is still defending in P9, but I wonder if he's going to try and make a move towards turn 1, which is also very risky. It's a high-speed turn.
Very close to Fortune Hunter on the main straight, but I think he's too far back. No DRS yet on this lap. Yep.
Yeah, as pretty good racing, I must say. I'm really surprised and impressed by the start of this race. No major incidents. Yeah. So well done to you guys. And girl or lady.
Indeed.
Speaking of her, she is P16 at least. Coming up the field.
Yeah, but right in the train there. So, and she picks up a position because who was off there at the background? It's Darrow 5G. So this is a terrible race for the Renault team. They're both at the back of the field now with enemy killer. So Darrow 5G spun at the. I didn't see exactly what happened there, but he's spun off in the assist.
There's a nice fork-off fight here for P12 to P15. With Bowman, no threats, floor, and Elementrix has the force, the racing point looking towards the inside for a move. Elementrix hanging all over the back of floor, waiting for them to make a mistake to take advantage. As Four goes towards the outside, looking down to make a move into a spoon curve. This is going to be very risky.
Whoa, my!
As he makes it stick around the outside. That is really impressive, man.
Yeah, he almost lost it there on the outside as well.
I saw that
for a moment. That's a disaster coming, but he's.
As Elementrix, look at this, Elementrix making a move around the outside of no threats. This is going to be really interesting.
Lon Bowman up the road as well. He's already through.
Wow, so he must have caught, he must have got him back under the, as Elementrix slightly touches no threats on the back. She slightly misjudged the braking point there, nothing serious, but hopefully she didn't get any damage. But it's still also looking really good.
Yeah, just having a little look up to the front battle here. So Crimsonium is running away with it a little bit, 1.2 seconds to Gerla, and then Sonny is at 2 seconds clear down from them already. And Fortune Hunter and John are pressuring him pretty hard for P3 at the moment.
Yeah, it's things starting to settle down now. There's some close battles around John, Fortune Hunter and JQR. JC looking to pass around Plendor, and he makes the move stick as they come into the what is this? The hairpin? Yeah, it's the hairpin.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, so those medium runners struggling a little bit against these soft runners here. The mediums will come back into play here in a few laps, but I think the easier and the better strategy is to go just on the softs right at the start, and then you're also covered more for safety car incidents and stuff.
Yeah. Alright guys, let us know what you guys think about the quality, and our commentary is sound and everything good as John goes towards the inside, almost kind of centered there.
Yeah,
let us know in chat,
make a move here on Fortune Hunter. Both get DRS of course, so John is going to be hard pressed to send it on the inside into turn 1. He's alongside, and is he going to try something here? Yeah, he has to back out because Fortune Hunter also had DRS. Yeah, nothing comes out of it for now.
Oh, everything's settling down now. This is pretty much the closest battle. Wait, Mozzie Gaming catching up to Shark at the back. A threat. Oh, there's a three-way battle going on behind Shark and Mozzie.
John is off in the S's. He's falling down the order, so he's made a mistake.
Oh, I must just missed it.
Yeah, that's what happens for commentators every time.
Oh man, that is so sad. Oh, the Ferrari hits Mozzie Gaming. That is so sad.
No.
Did his own teammate hit him? Oh, it was no threats. No threats hit him. Oh, this is gonna be a safety car. We're gonna have a safety car. Is that gonna be a safety car?
Only a yellow flag so far, but a virtual
didn't
safety
catch
car.
much action there, but let's see if we can figure out what happened there.
Yeah, Mozzie Gaming was spun around. I think they got contact with no threats there. And Mozzie Gaming was spun around, and enemy killer coming up the hill from Dunlop. I think he didn't see him there and just hit him head on. And
yeah, but the whole incident was started by I think it was no threats that hit the back of the Alpha and spun him.
Yeah. So are we gonna see people pitting here? No.
Yeah, I think this would be actually a good time to go to mediums, don't you think? Also, I'm very surprised that
maybe it's a little early, but
yeah, but slightly early, I would say. Yeah, I think most people staying out. Good call by everyone. Safety car comes in there a little bit too early.
Yeah, virtual safety car as well only, so...
But what surprises me is...
oh my word, Sonny picks up a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car.
Oh no, he forgot.
So that's a disaster for him.
Yeah. What surprised me was the fact that was a virtual safety car and not an actual safety car.
Yeah,
I mean,
the Renault was
someone
right there in the
died
middle
in the middle, yeah.
And sometimes the... Well, we know that Codemasters changed the frequency that safety car or virtual safety car comes out, but sometimes it's still a little inconsistent because we had a car in the middle of the track there and we don't get a safety car. So.
Here's what interesting. Kula still within 1 second. Yeah. Well, it's just outside 1 second, right? Inside 1 second again. Still hanging on the back of Crimsonium.
Yeah, that's
this is good stuff from him, man.
Yeah, he got a very good safety car, virtual safety car restart here, and he's back in the DRS range now.
This man's got some serious pace, and he's showing it right here.
Could he maybe have... Is Gerla racing on a wheel, right?
I think he is, yeah.
So he might have a little bit of a tire wear advantage here toward versus Crimsonium.
Yeah, Crimsonium on keyboard, right?
Yep.
Unbelievable how these guys, especially on this track, does it. I don't know, I'll never be able to do it. Maybe, I won't say never, but if I did get to do it, it won't be the same.
Yeah, the battle has ceased a little bit now that John is dropped away from the middle there, so it's everybody pretty much outside DRS range except Rose Johns, who has DRS and Legion.
Yeah, it seems like he's struggling with the DRS train at the moment, because every time he gets DRS and Legion gets DRS from Fortune Hunter in front of him. Oh, Dario, 3 seconds penalty.
Yeah, it's very difficult to overtake there, even with DRS it's not so easy. If the car in front gets a good run from the final chicane, it's hard to follow close enough, and then you have the bump and everything there, so...
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Hammer. I remember when I did this track on pad. It was horrible, man, but like I said in the beginning of the stream, I went over to wheel and I only started driving it on this week for the first time ever on wheel, and I went like, I think 8 or 9 tenths faster than my fastest ever time on pad on this track, so it just shows you, at the end of the day, the wheel is the best way to go. There's no other way about it.
And then we have somebody like Speedy.
Yeah, but Speedy is an alien. You can't speak about Speedy, man.
He's some sort of...
he's a pad alien.
freak of nature in that sense, but...
yeah, he's just from another planet.
All in the good sense, of course. He's the Tier 1 champion from last season.
Yep. As Grosjean still looking to pass Legion. Maybe he'll get close enough, but I think Legion's going to get DRS again from Fortune Hunter, which makes it so difficult. No, actually, he didn't get. He's going for the move towards the inside, Grosjean. He's definitely thinking about it on the inside. He's going to make it stick. Beautifully done.
Yeah, that's so much overspeed on Legion. So, how did Legion not get DRS? Is it?
I don't know. I was expecting him to get DRS, and for some reason he didn't. So he must have been just outside the range.
Yeah, I'm not. the detection point I think is at just before the final chicane there. So yeah. A little surprised he didn't get it there, but yeah, Grosjean's up to whatever, however you pronounce it.
as Chief decides to share one of his pro tips on chat, saying more lean, bro, more lean. Oh, as Grosjean goes slightly wide, Legion catching up a little bit to him, but I don't see anybody else. Yep. It's only Floor looking towards inside of Blender once again.
Gerla is just using Crimsonium's toe and DRS here to hang on to him. I think he's not really interested in overtaking him at this point in the race.
As long as he can charge his DRS and save his tires. Yeah. And fuel, of course. He's probably looking to attack towards the end of the race if he can just... Oh, he's only 3 tenths behind him now. What happened there?
Yeah. Just had a very good run at the back straight there, and he might actually gonna try something here.
Let's see what happens. Here we go. Are we gonna have a pause for the lead in turn 1? He's gonna go for it. He's thinking about it, but he won't go for it. I know Gula, he won't go for it. He will line him up.
Yeah, that's what I meant with the. It's so difficult to overtake because you have to be very close to the car in front. The main straight isn't that long, even with the DRS. So
the moment the DRS actually starts having a big effect is towards the end of the straight into turn 1, which is very dangerous.
Hello, flag in sector 3. What is that for? Can't really see anything, so maybe it's just somebody gone off slightly.
Yeah, the two Haas are running nicely together. Hopefully they won't make contact with each other like in real life.
Yeah, we've seen that once this season, haven't we? In France, I think.
Yeah.
Or they have at the end of the
I remember that. I think some guys even made a meme of it afterwards.
Yeah, Fortune Hunter, or is... Wait a minute, did Fortune Hunter actually lose position there?
Yeah, I'm also looking at the same thing. I remember he was P4 last time around. Yeah, so he must have let him pause somewhere.
Yeah, and
probably
seems to have pretty good pace here at the moment on those softs.
Yeah, Gunther Steiner must have given team orders right there. Not surprised. As
faster than you, Fortune Hunter.
Elementrix catching up to no threads again. Here she goes again.
Yep.
Hopefully she won't go back into his rear. Oh, as no thread goes slightly wide, losing a little bit of traction towards the exit of that corner. Very difficult corner to get 100% every time.
Yeah, Roxy just had to get away from the throttle tiny bit there as well and didn't get the best of runs here on the back straight.
So, I think we have a pass here, John and Floor. Oh, someone's in the pits, are they? No.
Yep, Legion is into the pits.
Oh, I thought someone was in the pits.
Now when you want the pit, so yeah, Legion is the first
let's see what he goes for. He's got mediums.
Yep.
It's the obvious strat.
Yep, that's the pretty much the only strat for this race. Well, unless you have to, pit at the start.
As we have Ward up looking towards the inside of Shaka, but as he wanted to do the moves, Legion came out of the pit, so kind of Legion saving Shaka there.
Yep. Legion, I would expect to drive away from these guys on those fresh mediums. He's the first guy to pit, and I would expect the rest of these soft runners in top 8 to pit within the next 2 laps as well.
Yep. Ward up coming really close to the back of of Shaka now. Runs slightly off track. As you can see, the dust cloud popping up.
Yeah, so the
he's fallen off again a little bit.
They're the 2 new Tier 3 guys, right? Both of them?
Yeah.
Making their Tier 3 debuts today?
No. They permanent. No, not Shaka. Sorry, correction. Oh, ish. I can't see.
Both of them are making.
Yeah. No. Right? You're right.
Yep.
You are 100% correct. Yeah, I'm so lost between all these tiers with what's happening with who. I remember making the announcement last week live on stream. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me of that. These are the 2 guys that got the seats last week live on stream. So welcome in Tier 3.
Fortune Hunter picked up a 5-second penalty for speeding at the pit lane, so that's not gonna make his struggle any easier today.
Yeah, What Up seems like really close to Shaka. I think he's gonna be able to make a move towards the turn 1, but Shaka going early on defense, doing the right thing. He knows that you're gonna have to come around the outside, or you have to back off big time like that. So doing the right thing. One big
Yeah,
tip
Shaka
for
makes that
defending.
Williams very wide.
Yeah, this shows you what that's the correct way to do it. Turn 1 defending. Gonna have to go around the outside if you want to pass.
Fun fact, by the way, Shaka made his Tier 1 debut before this race, actually.
Yep.
He raced on Saturday in Tier 1 as well. No
3
assist
seconds
guy.
penalty.
Yep.
Who else is close? See anybody?
Kind of interested to see what the
Floor, really close to John.
and Gerla have pitted as well, by the way, last lap, so they're basically in clean air right now.
We have a 5-car pile-up down in the hairpin. We have Shaka, Wallop, JC, John and Floor. But the back 3 running more closer to each other than the other 2. Oh, we have JQR is in the pits, Grosjean's in the pits. Seems like...
What do you call him? JQR? Okay,
yeah, JQR, that's his abbreviation in Discord. Instead of,
okay.
Well, we can just call him Dragon, whatever.
I'll try and remember that. So
JQR,
yeah. Yeah, Crimsonium.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh, virtual safety car.
Something.
I thought for a moment
what
someone...
Is that for? I don't really see
got no idea, but if this is the right time to put, they should definitely do it now.
Yeah,
they should
so
definitely put under the
pits, I think are gonna gain some time here.
Yeah, as a couple of guys goes into the pits. Virtual safety car still active.
Yeah, I don't know what is it for because I don't see anybody off the track or anything.
Seems like everybody's racing, but on my screen it says virtual safety car. What is going on here?
Yeah, it's definitely virtual safety car out at the moment, but I don't know what it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we go racing again, so that's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, for sure.
So I didn't really see anything happening, like nobody is DNF'd or anything, so...
Nope.
Okay.
As Legion looking to catch up on Philoctides, both already pitted.
Yep.
One guy to look out for at the end of the race maybe should be JC, because I see he started the race on mediums. Also Plendor. They will obviously be a little bit quicker than everybody else towards the end when they will be on softs. So it might be a little twist in the fairy tale towards the end of this race.
Yeah, one unlucky guy at the back we can see in 17, Sonny, who had that speeding penalty under the virtual safety car, so he had to do a drive-through penalty, and he's all the way down in 17th, having done both of his pit stops, so I think Sonny at the moment is just hoping for a safety car here to get back to the points fight.
Yeah, but one guy that has impressed me today is Kula. He's still hanging on to the back of Crimsonium. Now what's making it even more difficult for him is the fact that Crimsonium is running behind Plendor in first place, which is receiving DRS on the straight, so...
Yeah, Plendor isn't doing too bad here considering he's on 12 level medium.
Yeah, and he's actually hanging on.
Yeah, he's not really... Crimsonium hasn't really sort of passed him straight away.
Unless Crimsonium's playing the IQ game by recharging his DRS and the batteries, using him for that.
He might be trying, he's still running pretty low, 40% only on the Euros at the moment.
So, 43 where Gula's got 67.
We're
gonna see a move towards... the last thing we need now is for Crimsonium and Plendor to come together.
Yeah.
Seems like Crimsonium's gonna look towards Spoon Curve for a move that's gonna be very, very risky. This is a really risky move. He outbrakes himself. It's really risky. I saw that coming.
Yeah, and
I personally would have waited after that and get a nice slipstream.
Yeah, Gerla gonna get a slipstream here now. I think he's gonna try and make a move into 130R side by side RD. That's a bit risky as well, but yeah, he makes it 6, so Gerla through to P2.
Yep.
And they continue their squabble with Crimsonium for yet another lap.
So I wonder... Yeah, he's in DRS. I was thinking about DRS, so that just came on a very, very good time for him, as if he lets Crimsonium out of his sight, I'm sure he's going to struggle to catch back up to him, but the man has shown some good pace tonight, I must say. Really, really impressive drive so far.
Yeah, Legion trying to overtake Philoctides, but I think he's too far back on the main straight. DRS wide open. Closing, but it's not going to be enough. So Legion still stuck in P8 behind Philoctides here.
Yeah, also John and JC looking to run really close to each other in the S's. I just missed the move. I happened to catch the switch on the scoreboard, like they would say.
Yep, Flaw picks up P9 from John there into turn 1.
Oh, as the Red Bull runs slightly wide off track, but he managed to keep it under control, luckily. Who else is running close to each other? This is pretty much the closest battle on track at the moment, guys.
Yeah, it is actually, and yeah, the only well, even the top fight seems to be sort of out of DRS range now. So
just to think of it, we're only halfway through the race now. This is exactly half point.
Yep, that's right. And well, two biggest fights on track at the moment are Legion Flaw for P8, and then no, sorry, I meant Philoctetes and Legion for P7, and then John and Flaw for P9. Yeah. Gerla is back within DRS range once again, so he's struggling a little bit to hang on to Crimsonium, who is but sets the fastest lap of the race there by 1/10, I think.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a pass here towards turn 1 with Legion on the back of Philoctetes. He's got DRS on him clearly, and Philoctetes is he gonna go defensive towards the inside? I think he's gonna think about it. Will he? No, he keeps his line, and Legion goes for the move on the inside. And I thought I'm gonna see him spun there, but all right, nicely done. Both played it safe.
Yeah,
wow.
Philoctetes just keeping to his line there.
My heart came to a stop there for a moment.
Yeah, it was. I thought that Legion would spin as well, but he didn't lose it that time.
Yeah. Who else can we follow? It's pretty much the closest battle on track.
Yeah, John and Flo as well behind them, or P9. So those two are.
Oh, it's Flo!
My word.
It's John. I nearly thought he was going to take out Flo there.
Losing in turn.
Oh man, that's a really dangerous corner. That happens when you get it selected wrong.
And these tires are not gonna like that, so yeah. Out of DRS range now, so he has to play a little catch up to Flo. Flo, on the other hand, is actually closing on Legion and Philoctetes here because they're squabbling ahead of them. So we might have a 3 or 4 car train here in a little while.
Yeah, as Flash River says on chat, he's not very happy with the way John is treating his Red Bull currently on track. He says he needs to look after it.
Yeah.
Good on you, Flash. Good to see you on chat, man. Unfortunately,
he actually has made a move on Word Up, by the way.
Oh, I was waiting for that the whole time. How did I miss that? I was watching it.
I think
on the other screen.
I think Word Up made a mistake in the SS or Sector 1 or something, and Elementrix took advantage of that, and she's now pretty much dropping Word Up at the moment if I'm looking at the gap, so she's gonna go after Shaka next.
Ocean Chief says Roxy passed Word Up.
Yeah.
Overtake over the session. Okay.
And we missed it on stream, of course.
Oh man, that is so unfortunate. Well, good on you, Mrs. Keep it going. He's looking really solid today.
Gerla only half a second behind Crimsonium now.
Ooh, this is really close.
Really low battery here, so Gerla.
Yeah, he's got 28%, where Gula's got 54.
Yeah, and Gerla, the problem for Gerla is here that he has to deploy here quite a bit on the backstraight if he actually wants to challenge Crimsonium.
Yeah, I personally would just hang into his DRS, charge my battery up, and take him on the main straight under the DRS.
Yeah,
I think that's probably what he's I think that's probably what he's thinking. He's just trying to hang on to him and get as close as he can. He knows if he gets very close to him, he'll be able to take him towards the inside.
Pretty close now.
Yeah, he's thinking about it, but no, he's gonna line him up for the main straight.
Just a little
really good
deep into the chicane, and I think he's gonna be too far back now.
Yeah, slight mistake. See what happens. Will he go for the move? He's reeling him in. He's reeling him in. No, he's gonna hold on.
Yeah, so.
But what a drive, man!
Gerla just has to sort of get the better line through the final chicane there. He ran a little deep there and couldn't follow Crimsonium through there as close as he would need to. But this is all, yeah. Gerla still might have it here. We'll see. He's definitely better off on the battery front. Crimsonium down to 19% on the battery.
Yeah. Seems like Gula's gonna try and line him up again this time around. Again, coming nice and tight.
Keeping an eye on Legion at the back there,
yeah,
but it's not really happening. So, but I think we can focus on this battle for the lead at the moment. That's the closest battle on track.
And here we go, Gula pulling in. really, really close to him now. He needs to stick with Crimsonium, not making a mistake in being over eager like that. Gets it slightly wrong at the exit and again loses a little bit of time. He needs to be really close to Crimsonium here to get a chance.
He's gonna be close
at
here.
all down the main straight. He needs to get a really, really exit.
Right now.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. This time he's got it in right. He's got it right now. But every time Crimsonium's just got so much better traction from that turn for some reason. You can actually see him pull away.
Very good run every time there. He's close now. Is he gonna try something here? Crimsonium goes defensive on the inside, but I think he has to yield, yeah. So Gerla stays in P2.
God knows how Crimsonium is doing this on keyboard. My word.
Blender into the pits.
Alright, so the whole field is pretty much spread out nicely.
Yeah, Blender and JC both in the pits. They're the last guys to pit, and I think Blender will come out in...
Oh, his Legion goes... Crimsonium spun! Crimsonium is spun!
Oh no!
He's off track!
What's happened there?
Crimsonium is out of the lead. Cooler takes the lead. What happened? I just saw him going off track. See if we can find that on replay. Managed to catch
a big chunk of his wing as well.
Yeah, I got so excited and I pressed the wrong buttons, picking the wrong Alfa Romeo at the moment there. But I think I got a part of it. You can see there as he comes up the hill how he lost it.
Yeah,
oh man!
Like he just caught a little bit of the grass outside on the Dunlop curve, and just easy to do, and he just loses the traction there. Now he's got carrying wing damage here as well.
So unfortunate.
So, that's gonna be a rough race for him toward the end here. I wonder if he's gonna have to pit for softs here.
Oh man!
He's got extensive wing damage on the left-hand side.
Wow,
there, you can see.
that releases Cooler with a 5-second lead. So the man's been driving a great race so far.
Game for Gerla now.
He needs to look after those tires. I don't think so. No. He came really close. He got some podiums and stuff, but no, I don't think he's won yet.
Dives into the pit, so he's gonna have to get that wing changed, and I think he's gonna go for a set of softs here.
Oh, that must be heartbreaking for him. He's done such a good job.
Exactly, yeah, and just the tiniest bit of mistake on top of the hill at Dunlop, and he's off, and he's gonna be down in probably P10, I think. Yeah, P11 maybe.
Trying to find some action at the moment. Everybody's pretty much spread.
Pretty spread out the field at the moment.
Yeah,
even the battle between Flow Legion and John is pretty contained for now.
Yeah, it seems like Gula just broke into the DRS barrier of Flaw. See when he comes around the main straight next time if he gets the DRS. He is currently within the DRS zone, or range rather.
Yeah.
As Flaw is also catching up to Philoctetes in front of him. All these guys have pitted already, so they can go to the end. But what you see on screen is all net positions.
We're gonna see a very frustrated Crimsonium attack this truck on those softs now, and I think we're gonna see a fastest lap of the race in a lap or two.
Yep. What I can tell you, he will be charging through the field though, but the question is how long will the softs hold up with the keyboard that he's currently using? That's the biggest question of all. Hello gents, how are you sir? Good to see you on chat, and welcome to Extreme Gaming League with the SLR Tier 3 race, currently live.
I think
by us.
But
sorry.
I think one battle we can watch here, JC, Shaka, and Elementrix is also closing up on them, so...
Ooh, interesting.
That's a battle at the back.
I saw that the gap was earlier 4 seconds or something, so she caught him by 2 seconds within a lap. That's pretty good. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we get some action.
32 flat.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, looks like the points finishing positions are at the moment pretty much spread out, so nobody's within a DRS of each other. Crimsonium is Crimsonium is about to catch no threats. And, that's probably the closest battle we can see on the track at the moment, so we can maybe watch if Crimsonium makes his way through here. Should be relatively easy on those fresh softs.
Yeah. Yes, gents, I see your chat. We have a tier 4, tier 3, and tier 2 all assist, and then we have the fast boys, including Mr. Icewind, that's live with me in the commentary box in tier 1. that runs no assist at all.
Yeah.
So much respect for these guys doing this all with no assist. I mean,
so
I
if you
can't.
wanna see us guys on track, you'll see Wimpy tomorrow, and myself on Saturday.
Yeah.
And possibly on Friday as well, right?
Yeah, Tier 4th Friday.
And we have Baku, I think.
Oh yes.
Running a little bit of a different calendar there. There's like a vote each week. And Tier 4 is the newest tier we have. And Crimsonium, by the way, is already through, no threats. But yeah, Tier 4 is the new tier. And very confused right now. Sorry, I've kind of lost my train of thought right there. But let's
I'm loving it. Chief going all out on Jens. Feel free to join us in Discord if you have not done so yet, man. We'll get you in a race as soon as we put you through some practice sessions. We can fit you somewhere in with your Rainbow Road, like they call it, but don't be alone. I also use the Rainbow Road. Like Chief says, Iceman would not be very impressed with it, but anyway, we'll leave it there.
Well, only if the people who run it are dominating. But let's not go there in this broadcast. I think that's the wrong way to go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the field is a little spread at the moment. We don't really have any like straight up battles on track at the moment. Crimsonium, who is on those fresh softs after that spin in Sector 1, he's 9 seconds ahead of him, and who is Splendor, and Splendor is also on fresh softs, so I think Crimsonium is gonna have a tough time getting any more points out of here than that one in P10, possibly a fastest lap, but
yeah.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, what a race we had up until that very crucial moment where we lost it. So unfortunate. I mean, it just shows you, even the fastest guys out there, the best in the tiers, they can easily lose it by just a slight mistake or a slight misconcentration moment. As a Flaw closes in on Philoctetes into the S's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, she comes really close. The last thing we need now is carnage for the field to close up behind the safety car with 5 laps to go only. Sorry, I was going. Oh!
Yeah, I was just saying that Philoctetes seems to be struggling and maybe a little bit through the S's there.
Yeah, there's no threat to get a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, I think that's not gonna have too much effect. He's probably out of the points anyway. They're in P11, so yeah, JQR is actually closing in a little bit on Gurley. It's only under 4 seconds the gap now. It was 5.3 a couple of laps ago.
I think Kula is just taking it easy towards the end, man. There's 5 laps left. We know the guy's got pace. But Crimsonium is 9 seconds off Splendor. I don't think even he's gonna. He probably would just catch him in time to the end of the race, though.
I think that they're actually going at a very comparable pace, both of them on those fresh softs.
Yeah.
So it looks like I don't know. Splendor might actually catch John here. That's maybe something we can look out for.
Yeah. As Flaw is all over the back of Philoctetes, nearly makes contact with him in the chicane. That was very close. He's Flaw looking on the attack. He wants to take that position for P5. Philoctetes goes defensive and goes back onto the racing line just before he goes into turn 1. But you can see how much more pace Flaw has over Philoctetes. He closes up so closely to him every time, and then he gets caught out by some early braking or something from Philoctetes, and then just falls off pace again. But he's almost right at the back of him again.
Yeah, I wonder what's happened there, because Philoctetes was like 2.5 seconds clear of these guys, and he's just maybe Flaw has just found some pace here at the end of the race.
Yeah, as Chief speaks about his favorite song, His Heart Will Go On. He used to sing it on Livestream when he streams. Yeah. Anyway, while we are...
right there.
Yeah, definitely. I think, well, the field is pretty much space at the moment, not much action going on at the moment.
3 seconds only at the top.
Yeah. Now. There's something on the cards for SLR that some of you might not know yet, but for those who doesn't know yet, Kartcraft, for all the karting lovers, they have launched a beta version on the multiplayer, and certain drivers, if you're registered in game, you get invited to do the multiplayer testing. And so far it's been going really good, I believe, and SLR is in the process of starting up a karting league within Kartcraft. So if you are a karting lover and you do not have the game yet, now is the time to go get it. Because SLR will be starting a kartcrafting league within the next, hopefully 2 months or 3 months. Probably before that. It depends when they will be releasing the official multiplayer servers. But yeah, that's some good news for all the karting lovers. So stay tuned for more info as we proceed.
2.2 only at the front now. Sorry to interrupt you there, but JQR is really pushing here now. So Gerla, I wonder if he's really struggling here. What's happened there, because he's lost about a second again on this lap to JQR. 32.2 for JQR the last time around, and Gerla 33.3. So he's 1.1 seconds slower.
Yeah, I personally think he's just taking it easy, man. He's driven so hard, and he's done a really great race. I mean, he's got 50% battery at the moment, so it's not like he's saving or anything. Maybe he's just taking it easy.
But you can't let him get too close here. That's
yeah, exactly. He should try and stay outside within the DRS. If JQR is going to take him here, it would be another heartbreaking moment for Kula. This time around.
That's actually, I just had a look in the race director, and JQR has the 3-second penalty here, or maybe it's not really.
Can you check penalties on Kula? I don't think he's got.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything, so.
So JQR does have one penalty.
Right,
interesting.
Yeah,
Alright.
Ross Jones, who has creeped up to P3 during this race, has 3 seconds. And
as Elementrix goes very slow in the S's. Wonder what happened there. She's just going slow at the moment, letting cars pass. I wonder if she made a mistake. Maybe does she have any wing? Oh, she's got wing damage. Front left implant missing. Maybe she should. Well, I don't think she would even be able to put a fastest lap on, even if she goes now for softs in this lap. She'll get lapped.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it. She's going really slow. Anyway, back to the action. 2 seconds apart.
Just gonna have a look at Flaw here. Flaw doesn't have a penalty, and Flaw has actually managed to clear Philoctetes.
Yeah, oh, there's 3. Oh, it's Elementrix getting out of the way, but Philoctetes is really close to Flaw. Or did Flaw pass him while we were talking about Elementrix going off? I think he passed him.
Might be, yeah. So.
Yeah, it's Flaw on the charge.
And Fortune Hunter is gonna be under pressure from these guys because, well, he's basically gonna lose it because he's got 5 seconds from the pit stop, feeding in the pit lane.
Oh, there's a yellow flag, sector 2. What's happening? Somebody's off somewhere. I'm not seeing anything. It's Elementrix still going very slow.
Maybe somebody's touching a grass or something. It doesn't really look like anything.
Yeah, as Plendor is very close to John, all of a sudden we have some action on track. This is all we need in the last 2 laps.
Yep, 2 laps to go. Splendor, those fresh softies.
Splendor looking to make the move. Correction, sorry.
Yep. He might try and get him here on the main straight. I think he's gonna get him.
Yeah, it should be a straightforward movement. I mean, he should have stayed in his slipstream.
Out of VRS.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't go in slipstream. Ooh, it loses it in turn 1. It's the wall. Oh, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
Didn't pick up damage, but he loses many seconds of time and drops back. So Crimsonium is actually going to be here now.
Yeah.
Look at this, and he's going to go on the outside actually. And
look at that.
Yeah.
He's got so much more grip.
P9.
Wow, what a move. In the S's are on the outside. That is really impressive. And just to put the cherry on the cake, he's on the damn keyboard.
Yeah. And I was thinking, could Crimsonium possibly get John here at the end, but I think there is just not enough laps to go. 3 seconds.
Yeah. Philoctetes is still hanging into the DRS of Philoctetes, Flaw. As Elementrix retires from the race, I think she's just heading off.
I guess that's
unfortunate.
Flag, Some good pace for Roxy in these last two races, but maybe a tiny bit of work to do on the consistency front.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Consistency is the problem, but she's got pace. She's proven that she's got the pace.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing. You can always work on consistency, but have pace first.
As Philoctetes got DRS on Flaw, is he going to look for a move towards turn 1? No, he's way too far off. As we start the last lap. Let's go with the man that has made it happen. He's driven his heart out in this race. He's catching up to Toru. Yeah, I think he's just taking it really, really easy here, man. His tires must also be
doesn't
done.
have to fight this on track anyway because of the 3-second penalty on JQR.
Yep.
So Gerla has done everything right here today, benefited from Crimsonium's mistake in the Dunlop curve, and has just sort of raced away on the top after that, and just he's only got how many corners? 3 more corners to go.
Yep. As you go down to, what is it, 130R? Did I get it right?
Yep, that's right.
There we go, 130R.
130R.
On the last lap, I get it right.
Yeah, and there we go through 130R, and then we just have the final chicane and the bump to survive. And we can celebrate a McLaren victory here at Suzuka. Gerla survives the bump, and he's gonna come across the line and win the Suzuka Grand Prix.
What a drive by Gula. Well done, sir. You deserve this one. One. That is one for you, sir. He's driven his heart out. He's, like you said, he had he pretty much no mistake. So consistent around track, and it finally pays off after so much bad luck in the previous races. Well deserved, sir, and I think it's straightforward as well. Who do you think driver of the day is? Let us know in chat, guys. Let's get chat going. Come on, we had a good race.
Yeah, we'll get back to that in a second. So JQR finishes second, Grosjean's third for Haas. A good day for him. Flaw, Philoctetes take Fortune Hunter on penalties at the end, and then we have Legion Crimsonium actually up P8 on penalties, I think. So John and Splendor complete the points finishing positions today. Yeah, that is it.
As Sonny comes into the final chicane before he goes over the line, and
difficult race for him today with
P15. Unfortunately, the penalty, like you said.
Sonny was running well at the first half of the race. He was P3, I think, for a while there, but yep. And today 15th after all those issues he had today. And then we have 2 more guys to come across the line. Darrow 5G and Ward up in his Tier 3 debut.
What a race, man.
Gets to the end. Ward up retired from the session? What?
Yeah. So Tier 3 made sure of another good race, like they always do. If it's not carnage, it's action. And we've once again seen it this week. So very, very well done to Gula, making his debut win in SLR Tier 3. Welcome and congratulations in Tier 3, sir. That's how you do it.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, I think that would have to be my driver of the day pick. I mean, it's a little boring to pick the winner, but
no, man.
Just did everything right here. Started P2, followed Crimsonium, waited for that one mistake that Crimsonium did in the race, and
it's a no-brainer, man. It's a no-brainer. 200% Gula for driver of the day. So there you have it. That is your results, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course, some let's say other good picks here are Grosjean from P9 to P3, Flaw all the way from P19 to 4th, and Philoctetes as well from 13th to 5th. So good races from those guys too.
Yeah, definitely good to mention that. Yeah, some good performances by a couple of drivers. So well done to everyone. At least we had a good, clean race today. No massive yeetage, but yeah, it was alright, man. What do you think? What would be the highlight of the race for you guys?
Well, I guess the first thing that comes to mind is the battle for the lead, and then it culminating into that one mistake from Crimsonium, and I guess I'm not actually sure about the stats here, but I think this is not enough for him to guarantee the championship yet.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're gonna have to go at least to, what's the next track anyway?
Oh, you're asking me. Good question.
I'm just gonna have a look here before I start saying anything else. So yeah, it's Mexico. So we have only 4 races to go. It's gonna be close, but I think the championship is theoretically open at least until
Oh, and that's exactly what we want. We want a championship
Yep.
race till the very, very last race.
Yeah, I
So,
think Crimsonium might have it in the back. He's about 70 points in the clear, so.
alright, well, I think without wasting any more time, let's get our driver of the day in here, man. Would you do the honor?
Uh, yes, sure. So let's get this girl in.
Hello,
Is it-
sir.
Oh, hello. How are you guys?
What a drive, man. I said before the start of the race, even with you qualifying, I think, what was it? P3, 4,
Two.
2?
P2, P2.
I still stick with you as going to win this race, and it actually happened finally for you, man. What a drive! What were you thinking the whole time behind Crimsonium?
I mean, it was an hell of a race. I was behind Crimsonium all the time. I tried to undercut him, but we ended up pitting at the same time. Then I was always in his DRS, trying to overtake him where it was possible, and I was just destroying my tires doing that. So yeah, then I don't remember which lap he spun at the top of the S's, and I almost spun with him because I went into the grass as well a bit. But yeah, then I was P1, and then my tires were really, really bad from fighting him. So Dragon was catching me up really fast. And yeah, I was just suffering for the rest of the race, especially on the last lap. My tires were dead. On the last lap, I almost lost the car in the S's. I was shaking. But yeah,
But brilliantly done,
race.
man. I know the feeling when you get that first ever good position. In your case, you got a win. I'm still searching for it, but brilliantly done. That was a splendid drive, man. I don't know if it wants to ask you anything else.
Yeah, not really. So you just did everything right today. That's what it looked like to me. You were holding it with Crimson and just waiting for that one mistake, which eventually did come, and you capitalized on that. And it looked like at the end of the race, were you just taking it easier? Were you struggling a little there when?
Yeah, I was struggling with the tires.
Okay, so yeah, because we saw that JQR was catching you a little on the closing.
Yeah,
laps,
he was.
But you had that 3 seconds on him anyway on penalties. So
Yeah. I saw that he had a penalty.
yeah.
Well, man, all eyes on you after this win. You put up a splendid performance in front of a pretty good crowd. At one stage, we were, I think, 35 viewers. So, really
Nice.
well done under the pressure. That is really, really well done to keep up with Crimsonium, which is a fast boy, we all know him, and you have pulled it off. Very, very well done, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, thank you. Sorry?
I just wanted to say, I'm sad for Sonny. He had a good qualifying as well, and then we were talking, and I think it was on the first safety car. I think he got a penalty for overspeeding in the virtual. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that on stream.
That's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, Sonny was running really well early in the race, but yeah, that's an unfortunate penalty for him. So yeah.
All right, but thank you for joining us on stream, man, and go and celebrate.
Thank you, guys.
Take a nice cold one and enjoy that feeling.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Right, guys. Who do you want next, sir? We have the Crimsonium, the Alpha Brothers.
Yeah, let's do that. So let's
get the Alpha Boys in.
Yep, there we go.
All yours.
Hello.
Yep. Hi there, Junior Alpha Team. Okay, maybe that's.
I'm the internet Rambo today.
Yeah, so we saw you guys. Crimsonium, you were running so well for so long, and then you had that one mishap in the curve. How was it out there for you today?
Well, it is. It's typical Japan. So if you don't make any mistakes, you're totally fine. And there was the one little mistake, and I got too much on the curb and then on the grass, and then I just spun. Yeah. So it was very okay. Pole position, the fastest lap, good. It was taken away later in the race, so no problem with that. And so it was minimum easily 18 points or something like that. If Gerla would have overtaken me because he was really fast, and I think he got me somewhere. He would got me, but yeah, well, mistakes happened. But I just calculated that it doesn't impact the championships that much. So Legion.
Nah, I guess not.
Now, well, so Gerla is not that much up in the standings, and the subject to focus is Legion. Because he's second, and well, but he
Yeah,
didn't
and he was
score.
only 7th ahead of you.
Yeah,
So.
well,
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
struggling
well,
big
so-
time on Japan today.
Yeah, so one thing I wanted to, before we get to Mossy, is that how on earth do you drive through the S's with a keyboard? Or maybe both of you can answer me.
I think it's pretty easy because the left, right, left section is just typing A and D,
Yeah.
but you can't hold up the W and or S. So you type it like you would left spamming in Minecraft.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're just tapping it a little bit so to get
So when you guys say you just tap those keywords, I'm sure that I would not be able to do that. So, so good job for both of you to and actually being that fast while doing it. That's the
Oh well, thank you. Unfortunately, that mistake, but
yeah.
I'm happy about my 4 points or what it is. So
Yeah.
totally fine with
well,
this.
have to take it for what it is, I guess. So.
Yeah, well, I mean it's 4 points, and Legion just got 2 more, and there is. If you see the gap in the standings, it is
65 points
68,
or something.
86.5 is the gap now. But after the race, I don't know. But it is so there's so much gap, so if I don't know, there must be a miracle that he is something overtake me. So I don't think I'm happy about the 8 points. So mistakes happens. That's typical Japan and the Japanese track. So I drive there thousands of times, and every time when a mistake occurs, I just someone spun out or something like that. Interesting to see that no safety cars were, and I just thought.
Yeah, and
That was
like the incident with who was it? Enemy killer who died there, and he was like right in the middle of track, and we only got a virtual safety car for this.
Yeah.
Very surprising.
I caused both virtual safety cars.
Okay. Yeah, because you spun there, right?
Yeah, I spun again and at the same position.
Okay.
I think 3 or 4 times, same position.
Yeah, we were wondering about the second virtual safety car because we kind of couldn't catch anybody doing anything weird there. So yeah.
Yeah.
Moza Gaming known exactly what he has to do.
Anyway,
to keep the lead.
I repeated myself several times in the race how good you guys are on keyboard, man. That was just some impressive driving. I mean,
Thank you.
really well
Thanks,
done to you
but
guys.
pretty messy today, especially for me.
Yeah, for a game.
Yeah.
It was like my strategy was to go on the hards and then drive through for cause some crashes in turn 1 or something.
That's
The typical Japan thing, and then everyone braked so early, was so slow. It was like a grandma train through a supermarket.
Oh no.
So there was no action in the first lap.
Yeah.
I got some positions, but then spun around, killed the Renault, and that was my race.
Yeah, I got something. Sorry.
I just told at the beginning he was disqualified for Codemasters doing stuff like that no one can explain. But he got disqualified and had to start in the back. So I drove there. I drove my qualifying, and he was my race engineer again, and said all the time, "Oh man, I have to start from the back." That's stuff I don't understand. I said to him, I don't know where. I said to him, come on, mate. You know Japan. You know the first corner. There will definitely 100% be a carnage. And
this is
See
the
what-
one time there is not so.
Yeah.
see what we've got. I want my money back.
Mossy Gaming, I have something for you, sir. I think there's something that you
Yeah.
need to sort out with a certain individual on chat. He says, Tier 3 is the live pleasure dome. All you need to do is just add Mossy Gaming for some extra safety cars. Ooh.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to that
God.
individual? Do you know who it is?
I think.
What do you think?
I think it's Ocean.
You got that one right. So what do you have to say to him?
Yeah. Thanks, Ocean. I will do my best in next week. So
Next week is
maybe I get a real safety car there. So
Let's just
Yeah.
insult him in German a little bit. Or something.
Anyway, guys, thank you
Oh,
very
yeah.
much for joining us on chat. We are running out of time here. We still have some two guys to
Yep.
interview.
Yeah.
So, but thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Good show
Thanks.
from you
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
See you in Mexico.
See ya.
All right.
See you next week.
And we'll
Alright.
get a.
Let's get Chuck and Sonny in both. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's get both of them then. So. Yep.
Good evening.
Joining us in the comms booth are Shaka and Sonny. So maybe we can start with Sonny first. You had a very good qualifying and a very good first half of the race, but then that unfortunate speeding penalty under the virtual safety car kind of messed you up.
Yeah, so this is probably the opposite of my previous races because usually I used to fuck up the quali and get the positions in the race, but today was opposite. And I think that the VSC actually, the penalty, I think it was, I'm gonna upload video in a bit of it. It was green delta on me when the VSC ended, so it came as a surprise because I would slow down if I knew I was in red. Obviously, I checked the recording and it was 0. I mean it was 0.13 or something like that in the delta, so it was even less than a tenth, I think. So yeah, very close. I saw the green light when the VSC ended. So and then I was very surprised. When I rejoined the track, I was P11, so still had some chance for the points. But then when I left the pit lane, I had very cold tires. I was distracted, completely forgot about it, and I actually lost my wing at the fast left-hander. So yeah, it was shouldn't lose the focus because it wasn't over. So this is bad on me because I still had the chance to get into the points, but yeah.
Oh well,
Unlucky.
tough luck today, but we saw that you once again had the pace. I think this time in quali as well. Last week you did well in the race itself, and maybe next week. How are you feeling about Mexico?
I still didn't ever drive it on this game, and
Okay.
from the previous game, it's not my best track, but we'll see. Because yeah, I think the setups there are oversteery, and you need to go fast through very slow corners. You need a lot of precision. So yeah, we'll see. Gonna practice
Yeah, and
it.
then you have the weird S section at the end where it's so easy to pick up track limit penalties as well. So yeah, we'll see in a week, I guess.
Yeah, got to practice.
Okay, and then moving on to Shaka. This was your first Tier 3 race or your Tier 3 debut, but as I said on the stream, actually, you already debuted in Tier 1 last week. So how was it out there for you today?
Yeah, thank you. Hello. Yeah, was actually I had a lot of fun. Was expecting a lot more accidents to happen. It was pretty clean race. So yeah, but no, I took it, let's say, a bit too careful. So didn't manage to. I did gain a few positions at the beginning, but then I lost them. We had a little bit of like, I don't know how to say. But anyways, I ended up in the wrong side of the track, and yeah. But no, it was a nice race. Also, last weekend Tier 1 was pretty fun. So yeah, no, very good.
Yeah,
Looking
forward
I
to
was going to ask
Mexico.
you
I like
about
that
your.
track actually.
I was going to ask you about your experience in Tier 1 earlier in the week. Congratulations on that.
Thank
How
you.
did it feel to be driving with big names such as Icewind on track in Tier
Yeah.
1?
Yeah. Oh man, they are fast. Yeah, they are really, really quick.
They are really quick.
So-
They are all aliens, man.
Yeah, that was the first big impression. It's like, oh my god, I have nothing with these guys. The pace is just wow. But yeah, but still had a fun race at the back, so it was good experience.
Okay,
yeah.
and how are you looking for Mexico next week?
Yeah, no, actually, I kind of like that track. Actually, yeah, we will see. I will need to practice and see how is the actual pace. But yeah, but I do feel comfortable in that track. So let's hope for something good.
Okay, so
Well,
suppose that sort of wraps it up for the interview front. So thanks to both of you guys, and all the best for the next races. And we'll drop you in the gentleman's lounge now.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you guys.
thank you
Bye.
guys. Bye bye.
All right, so that right about wraps it up for us today, Wimpy, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I think before we get to that, just to get back to what do you think was the moment of this race? I
Yeah,
personally think it
definitely.
was the moment that Crimsonium just lost it and gave the
Yeah.
lead to Kula, which he
Yeah, and
worked
that's
so hard for.
so hard race between the two of them up until that point, and then Crimsonium made the tiniest bit of mistake, and yeah, Gerla capitalized on it and won today. So yeah, I think that's the obvious choice today.
All right, I think that's pretty much it. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night for a live Tier 2 race at what is it, HCEST
Yep.
tomorrow night, live right here
Yep.
on EGL.
Yours truly, Wimpy, on the track.
Yeah, and then Friday Tier 4 when a certain individual will be guest driver as well. We will not talk about that yet because no one knows who it is. And then Saturday it will be SLR Tier 1, the big boys in the form of Icewind, Ocean Chief, and all the others at what is it, 1820 CET if I've got
Yep,
timing right.
that's
And
right.
then obviously on Sunday we have the 2 SRL League doing their Tier 2 race, where I myself race together with Ocean Chief, and then right after that Tier 1. So,
Yep.
on that note, I think
plenty of racing to come on EGL over the weekend once again. So
yeah.
stay
So
tuned.
hopefully you guys enjoyed the show tonight. Hopefully we didn't make you nervous with our great service. In fact, with our style, we should always keep you smiling, like they say. And yeah, we'll see you right back in action tomorrow night on track when I will be racing Tier 2 live right here back on EGL YouTube channel at 1800 2000 CEST. On that note, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye bye.